friends. Good to see you again, all. I hope you all will be fine. And for all of you, I pray that God fulfill your all dreams and give you all lots of happiness. And my dear friends, every time I try my best to give you all latest news. Therefore, you are requested to sit tight on your seats and enjoy the latest news updates. Thanks, take care.
Politician. Al-Sudani's statements are messages to Washington to end the presence of its forces in Iraq. Political observer Sabah Al-Ugaili confirmed, on Saturday, that Prime Minister Mohammed Shiaa al-Sudani's statements in Davos represent direct messages to the American administration to implement the Strategic Framework Agreement, as it includes ending their military presence in Iraq. Al-Ugaili said in a statement to Al-Maalouma, the Sudanese government has the seriousness and real desire to end the presence of the international coalition forces led by the United States of America, as they have become a factor influencing national sovereignty. He added, Al-Sudani's statements during the Davos conference and what preceded it confirm his government's serious desire that the presence of coalition forces, including American forces, is important. However, this desire needs internal support by the political forces and parliament. He pointed out that, the Sudanese affirmation of this desire represents direct messages to the Americans to implement the Strategic Framework Agreement, as it includes ending their military presence in the event that the ISIS threat disappears. He pointed out that, the support of the political forces for the government's approach, as well as the issuance of a new resolution supporting the previous decision of the House of Representatives regarding ending the mission of the presence of international coalition forces, will give the Sudanese a moral boost. Al-Ugaili continued, if the work of the bilateral committee is activated, the government must impose a specific time and period for negotiations with the Americans, as they are the party leading the international coalition, so that there is no procrastination or prolongation of time. Prime Minister Mohammed Shiaa al-Sudani confirmed in statements during the Davos conference that Iraq no longer needs the presence of international coalition forces. And Minister, Baghdad International Fair achieved many partnership contracts with Iraqi and international sectors. The Minister of Commerce, Athir al-Ghurairi, announced on Saturday the conclusion of the activities of the 47th Baghdad International Fair after achieving a great success, amid a huge official and public outpouring, whose activities began on the 10th until the 19th of this month of January. In a statement today, the minister stressed that the course's activities were distinguished compared to previous sessions in terms of organization, qualification, diversity and size of participation by countries and companies, as well as the achievement of many partnership contracts between Iraqi sectors and sectors of countries and companies participating in the international session. He pointed out that, the Baghdad International Fair is a message to the world that Iraq is coming strong as an important economic player capable of containing the largest international gatherings and interacting with them in a way that serves the aspirations of our people for a free and dignified life. In addition, the exhibition was a message from the participating countries of their desire to extend bridges of cooperation with Iraq. For his part, the company's general manager, Mustafa Al-Ani, confirmed the conclusion of the activities of the Baghdad International Fair, bidding farewell to another year in its pioneering journey that accompanied its launch in the 60s of the last century. He said, this session was distinguished by the participation of 22 countries and 850 local, Arab, and international companies, which is the highest participation compared to the sessions. Previously, the participation of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia was the largest. He added, the conclusion of this session gives other aspects to the new Iraq in its economic developments, which could give it the opportunity to enter international investments, as the exhibition witnessed commercial displays of various international and local commodities and merchandise, in addition to the projects and achievements of local and international companies from various sectors, as well as projects related to infrastructure, agricultural, industrial, technological and other sectors, and the role and challenges of Iraqi banks in economic development. The Iraqi banking sector plays a crucial role in shaping the country's economic landscape. Institutions such as the International Development Bank, the National Bank of Iraq, the Bank of Baghdad, the Rafidain Bank, Al-Rashid Bank, and the Commercial Bank of Iraq constitute essential components of the financial infrastructure in Iraq. Although they contribute significantly to financial intermediation, investment and development financing, challenges remain, hindering their full potential. The banking sector in Iraq is diverse, and includes private entities such as the International Development Bank and the Bank of Baghdad, along with state-owned giants such as the National Bank of Iraq, Al-Rafidain, Al-Rashid, and the Commercial Bank of Iraq. Each institution plays a unique role in the economic ecosystem, contributing to financial stability, growth and development, and despite their critical role, Iraqi banks face enormous challenges that limit their effectiveness. Sectarian and partisan quotas within the banking system, in addition to administrative and financial corruption, have restricted these institutions. The Commercial Bank of Iraq, which was established in 2003 under coalition authority, faces restrictions primarily related to lending to the government. In addition to the obstacles to financial facilitation, although the Trade Bank of Iraq is able to open credits, it imposes strict requirements on commercial banks, which hinders their ability to facilitate trade. High guarantees of up to 110% create obstacles for local companies and limit their participation in international transactions. Transparency issues and the demand for specialized staff increase the complexity of the process, creating disparities in the treatment of local and international clients. As for the World Bank and local loans, despite the efforts made to strengthen local financing, the World Bank's success in obtaining less than 5% of small projects through Iraqi local loans raises questions. The high efficiency required by Iraqi banks, especially in investment projects, conflicts with international standards, which may hinder economic development in the country. The challenges faced by Iraqi banks extend to the public, affecting citizens' confidence in the banking system. Memories of looting and theft during the 2003 invasion still linger, causing reluctance to deposit money in banks. World Bank figures reveal that only 23% of Iraqi families have accounts in financial institutions, reflecting a broader lack of confidence in the banking sector. This sector suffers from the dilemma of dollarization, and according to economists, the contradiction between official rhetoric and reality is very clear. And while the state encourages depositing savings in banks, legal reforms and basic services are still absent. Ghanem points out that Iraqi banks do not allow deposits in dollars for savings, which leads to large losses in hard currency. Many Iraqis prefer to store their savings in dollars at home, which erodes confidence in local currencies. To address these challenges, a comprehensive approach is necessary. Reforms aimed at reducing corruption, improving transparency, and simplifying banking operations could enhance the efficiency of Iraqi banks. Encouraging financial education and digital payment methods can also contribute to rebuilding public confidence. Striking a balance between regulatory measures and facilitating economic growth will be necessary for the Iraqi banking sector to play a stronger role in the country's economic development. Thanks, take care.